I don't pay as I say engineer waji so but quick one. Mamin kai page 28 of the statement and finance minister paragraph 54. I see road sector program. Mr. Speaker, in spite of the revenue mobilization challenges, the president is determined to fix the roads. A year of roads program is on very much course. Phase 1 of our agreement with Sino Hydro Corporation Limited, comprising engineering, procurement, and as well as construction contract for 442 kilometers of roads and 2 interchanges have gained significant progress, including the Tamale interchange. It goes further. Mami Shebebia. Toast in the one na memkan no now over a year page 30 paragraph 56 as Mr. Speaker, under the Ministry of Roads and Highways Public-Private Partnership Program (PPP) program for road infrastructure, the design, build, finance, operate, and maintain Accra Motorway and Extension PPP project. Some 27.7 kilometers is at the procurement stage. Site works and expected to commence in September 2022. Paragraph 57 goes further to state, or say, the government of Ghana has made a strategic decision in line with the Public-Private Partnership Act 2020, Act 1039, to procure the Accra Motorway and Extension project through GIF, Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, with a mandate to deliver a GIF-led PPP financing solution where maximum funds are raised from the market, but majority ownership of the project remains with GIF on behalf of Ghanaian government. The draft concession agreement between GIF and Ministry of Roads and Highways is currently under review by GIF, Ministry of Roads and Highways, the Office of the Attorney General, and the Ministry of Finance. When completed, the CA is expected to be approved by the PPA committee. Cabinet approval will equally be given. Now, this is where he talks about the road tolls. I say the completed road will be tolled to recover the whole life cost of the completed infrastructure, as well as pay lenders to provide a return to equity investors. The government of Ghana shall provide funding through GIF to take equity in special purpose vehicle to be created by GIF for the project. Engineer Sadie we no HSA.
Mesa fa kunya so much utie for no hwe for anapawe. Kessben. Me stress me can radio so TV so last 2 weeks, precisely 13th of July. That was in kana me sorry kwana winter, so we have another interview. So let me just pass this before
before you go
records. And I was emphatic on it. I'll just create an indulgence of listeners in the viewers. Omonko at Mahama_Abdullahi. At Mahama Twitter, at Mahama_Abdullahi. I was emphatic, even more than what I said on your TV station, on the 8th of February this year. Say, in the coming weeks, if not months, this year, that unpopular decision by government has to come back. So let your viewers at Mahama_Abdullah on the 8th of February 2022. Before Ebekasano, government ought to start taking some technocrats in this country who are devoid of politics seriously when it comes to the built environment and infrastructure. Government should start to take such projections that we make backed by science, evidence, and common sense seriously in their input when they are trying to come to the country, because our heart is just for the country. Now, I don't expect, say, Minister of Finance, and or become track, say, or become the street, say, the tools are back. So I understand the politics of what he did yesterday.
Okay.
Try to massage the bringing back shameful cancellation or the decommissioning of the toll system to bring it back. And let me tell him, say, or let me tell Ghana, the government, not political government, the government, ruling government, say, it's not a disgrace when you concede and you owe the Adeneba back. Don't start to talk about some newly constructed roads that are ever started. That will take the motorway Asamoah for the past 3 years in his budget. It's at the verge of completion. It has come. You ever started. We are 1 month away from doing it. September started. So we want to have definite now pronouncement. We want to have the issue where we say we are not going to IMF even a month before, and then they say if you don't walk to the destination, you will crawl to the destination. So we say you don't want to be advised or you don't take advice on board. Say we a leader, not say say Jacob and Krum, not say a boy, not some person take it. Maybe say if you don't want to walk to the destination, you'll be forced to crawl to the destination. Pick it again. If you don't want to walk to the destination, you'll be forced to crawl to the destination.
Interesting.
Levies, I'm saying that more can say the newly constructed roads and PPP and some strategic whatever. Massa, you have goofed big time. Bring the levies back. Ghanaians have not. In fact, it's one of the most legitimate across the globe. One of the most legitimate tolls are Obia and Frowning. And I said it on your record, on your station, say, we are the least toll in the world. And I want to be emphatic, we are the least toll in the world. Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire is doing about 5 cities average. And you are here doing 50% and you are canceling it again. Secondly, I don't expect, say, we will always sit down and be having the penchant to say, private partnership.
Okay.
Okay. Why are we not trying to digitize the system so well that at the end of every week, we are able to have at least an average of 90%, 95% accurate data to compare to the finance or the money you are receiving at the levy? Almost all the levy, the toll stations now. Yeah, some cameras who are even in traffic count, designed for roads. When we want to actually get proper data for a road construction, after we have done our traffic count out, traffic count our almost all junctions in the roads, we try to do what we call confirmatory comparison with the toll. If the amount of Fuku did not toll Nankasasi, then because the cars will slow down and pay and go, you are about 99% accurate with the data you are collecting of vehicles, all the various vehicles for your pavement design.
Okay.
It cannot be fair. The government will throw his hands in despair, say, the man of private for now. We realize about only 40% or 60% of our events, the monies. How can you run a business? That question goes to Minister for Roads and Highways. Who work at business now say, the 100,000 extra business move for infrastructure. Now at the end of the day, we are getting 70,000 every year. You are pumping 100,000 into the business and we need 70,000 every year. Can the business be viable? Can you operate as if it's on would you be happy to tell Ghanaians say every time that I taxes or whatever the money from the toll, I am getting short of about 40%. Government should be serious to be seen, say he is collecting every money which is due him. Get the CCTV cameras at all the toll centers or the toll booths. Every single month, whatever the agency is submitted to, look at the data from the CCTV cameras, and at least if you're about 95% accurate, Ghanaians will see value for money. But don't come and sit down and tell us, shamefully, you are realizing about 60% or 50% of the revenue from the toll. You get it? And that's one. And secondly, we just want to tell government, say, whatever we have said, we will continue to say the same thing. Say, he has to bring the toll to all the roads. And in fact, get some other roads added. If you Kofodia, if you come out over, if you decide to go to Kofodia, to come to through Kofodia to a bridge, and you come and connect to Ayimensa to come to Accra, it means say you are not paying any money. You understand?
Yeah.
You have avoided the toll. So it's only better that we should sit down and then properly add even areas where we think the end toll here to make it reasonable. Yes, Master Sombesati Brekusu, Echo a Brequino. Now
it's part of the budget projection.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I'm still advising government as a professional that short distance now over travel from ACP to connect to a Brino. It's going to add a lot of convenience, comfort for motorists. So in their design, they shouldn't finish the road and come and put a kiosk on that part of the say we are now thinking of getting the road to be tolled, because If I'll drive from Atimota, and I'm a category, no before be pure, and I say no Kwabenya Hatu Domi area. Now I have to drive on the Hatu route, come to Atomic, go to Zongo Junction, go to Reese Junction, go to Adenta Junction, go to Pantan Junction, and use the Oyade Fatu and Yemen to come to a bridge. That's the shortest route within 15 kilometers and get to Kitase and connect to a bridge. I'm prepared to pay 5 cities at a toll than to go and throw myself off the road and go through another 3 hours to connect to a bridge. It makes a lot of sense when you start to give Ghanaians these reasons why you have to tow X and Y roads which are newly constructed. Don't finish the road first and foremost and come and put a kiosk. Where's Anna? You'll be having the challenges that you're having at Dodowa Road now. Say there's a traffic on it because with the kiosk basis, what follow to kiosk at the Begiska. It means you didn't plan when you're doing the construction.
Okay.
So we should just tell government say in all the road that they are planning, at least when they are about to get to the toll booth, about 1 kilometer average, the road should be widened enough to accommodate. If the road is a 2-laner, you should have at least a minimum of about 5 lanes, 1 kilometer to the toll booth. And when you are finished paying, you are exiting the toll, and now 1 kilometer, so that before you connect back to the 2-lane, there will be ample time for everyone to store and move on the road. So that you don't come and tell us, for congestion and for health constraints and then for conflict or whatever it is. That's why you unpopularly.
But engineer, what sense does it make? Say you better new roads we are yet to construct. Now you just the already existing road that still now you go so area rehabilitation works. Of what essence?
No, he's not going to tow it now.
Yes, I understand. Yes, in the future. But my question is that after the construction of those roads, for instance, Accra Tema motorway, we near the two basis, okay? Of what essence would that be at the time already existing ones? Yes, Ian Toby.
Thank you. So that's and the kind of say it is a way to just hide your shame. When you tell Ghanaians, me papa before. There was an issue that he raised some time ago, and it became very popular. I said, "Tamana minya bemuno, na me hunu differently. Me ba bemuno, ma appreciating more." Do you remember the applaud that His Excellency had in this country? He was able to rally all of us along. It's only nice. So when you goof big time as a leader, be prepared to concede and apologize and move on. As a technocrat, I expect that all the rules which were told earlier should be told again. So when the government starts to have backing of some of us who are technocrats now, it's not political. We are telling you, say, it doesn't make sense not to tow the roads in the country. The roads are in deplorable state. They are not being maintained. Even weeding of the grass. Last 2 months, about even Pantai to Medina, center of Accra, the weed was more than 1 meter high. In Kra and the rodents, reptiles, were in the center of Accra, rolling on our roads. Then the last 3 weeks or so, I think a month ago, we brought the prisoners to come and weed the place. Fine, that's okay, because maybe they also charge with hard labor, so that's one of the form of hard labor. But you move on our roads in the country, the weeds have grown to the sense that they are now covering part of the edge of the carriageway. Because the contractors, those local who are doing the weeding and clearing, are not being paid. Some of the areas on the highway, cars and the tires and the fan, it becomes a heap on the road. It is a so because there are a heap of sand along the shoulders and the inner shoulders of the road. The water is not able to fall into the median drain. Now, it's called hydroplaning. One take it and say, performance breaker. If you're not putting one of your tires on maybe one side of the vehicle, enter the insurance first now. It will pull the car in the other way so that your car will be involved in an accident. So we should tell government, say, your hard times, all right. We are the least toll in the world. Bring back the toll and even improve it, go up significantly. But before then, what do we call 2 city, 3 city, 4 city, whatever proposal they're going to make from Parliament now? Make sure that you don't come and tell me and Cardinal say, Mr. Speaker say, every month, also 100 million Ghana cities, and you are getting 60 million because of thievery. If the minister laments to you and I, then we are doomed. As like the minister said to us, all the people who are at the toll, axle load on, they are thieves. I have the recording here. They are thieves, Mr. Speaker and Engineer Mahama don't have any power to ensure that
those people do not steal from us.
Thank you. So he should not come and lament to us. If you are giving the power at the minister, walk the talk. And we are speaking with passion to this country so that Ghanaians will listen that at least there are some people who always have the country at heart. Mr. Minister for Western Finance, Mr. Minister for Roads and Highways, go back and tell Ghanaians, say, what they are trying to do like a piecemeal approach towards bringing the toll, it's a fallacy, it's a lie. You will bring the toll back. Otherwise, we are going to finish the motorway in about 3 years. So in this time, we are waiting for the motorway to be finished. How significant is that motorway money going to do? We have the whole country. We see the whole country. I have 38 tolls. Yeah. It's insignificant. Because it will go into a contractor's car. Now you are waiting
and how
to make
much
a
more?
proposal.
Yes, how much more just the motorway?
The motorway. Okay, on records, last week Wednesday, they have started the Ofankor and Sawam Road.
Kessben 92.7.
Almost started Ofankor and Sawam Road. What I spoke about, the road was actually a death trap. No,
yes.
After started last week Wednesday, clearing. We hope that they won't stop. I'm told that it's part of the $750 million loan now approved last week, and that's quite a huge amount of figure for the contractor, 200 million plus for the 70-kilometer stretch of the road.
Yes.
So government, we want you to go and tow the roads from Accra, Ekwa Kodu after Bonsu, Ediko Kumasi Kwano. There's only one toll. That is the Sapema one. It's insignificant. But before you do that to Ghanaians, make sure say but improve the quality, maintenance, pothole patching. So the Ghanaians will be willing to pay, say, and you say at least at the toll booth locations, you are improving them. But how ironic would it be, say, over the toll booth where we now when you have potholes bear 10, you are struggling to go to the toll, the road to pay the toll. So these are things that if you do, common sense will tell Ghana, say, let's rally behind the government. Let's all do this so that we can help our country, Ghana. But I can say, the government should start to take some of us who have sustained a record of ambiguity. We've been speaking on issues and we're making predictions. The Ayimensa, the Weja to a hill, all those things that we have said, flooding, increasing in Accra, everything that we have said, we don't want to be political. We don't want to be part of them. But when we speak, government should start to decipher between who is not being political and not being biased. Thank you very much.
Engineer, Engineer Abdullahi Mahama and Aminino Edin Komono, road constructor, and then was also a consultant. Very important discussion and a conversation. And have it. The honorable minority